Hello, peeps. Um, Sorry that I'm not here today, but I'm not feeling well still. So, you'll be working on two things today. The first one's your personal Favicon project, and then the second one is an assignment on CollegeBoard, just to make sure that A, we can all get into CollegeBoard, and B, that you can all find assignments. So, it's just 10 questions on CollegeBoard later. The first thing that you should work on is the personal Favicon project. I want to make sure we're clear on a couple things and visually show you what I'm expecting because I want everyone to show me their uniqueness, not something that's already been created. So a favicon is a small image. It's usually 16 by 16 and it's typically shown on a web browser's bar. Excuse me. So if you look just at the top of my bar, you can see that like YouTube has its own little button, Skyward has its own little button. That's a Google Excel doc. Amazon Prime Music has its own little button. That's what a favicon is. It's something unique that I can visually recognize, even if I had a ton of tabs. What exactly is that tab standing for? So code.org has given us their example. Theirs is just black and white. I would like you to do something with some more color. You can look up examples of favicons, but you're not allowed to copy their ideas, such as, I don't want to see Mario Brothers. Okay, I want something that is unique to you. The workspace that we're going to use is on Unit 1, Lesson 8, Bubble 7, and I'll show you that in just a second, just to make sure we're on the same page. And you're going to make an image that represents your personality, something that you're interested in, or a really cool memory that you have. And then when we get to it, you'll tell me about that. Hopefully you had a chance to sketch it out, and hopefully we feel confident with the color widgets so that we can get a nice 16 by 16 pixel, and we want to encode it in at least 12 bits per pixel. The reason I chose 12 bits per pixel is that if you wanted to use the hexadecimal system, you could easily use the hexadecimal system. When you're ready, you're going to submit it on It's Learning for me. I have the assignment open for you. Make sure that you have sketched it out. I have colored pencils, graph paper, all that jazz in class. And the colored pencils should be on the front desk. If they're not, just ask the sub. They might know where they are. You're going to name your favicon. You're going to tell me what it means to you, what it represents, how you would improve it, because there's always room for improvement. And then you could also tell me what you like about your favicon. When you're doing the peer check, this is going to be a part of the rubric, and you can see down at the bottom, your peer check needs to be completed with genuine feedback, so it's either all or nothing with that one. So the peer is going to sign it, and they're going to say that it either is amazing, it needs improvement, does not meet expectations, or leave comments. So it needs to be 16 by 16, 12 bits per pixel, and it needs to be an image that is easily understood and not merely a pattern. And I'll show you some examples in a second. Okay. So your score is going to be out of 20. I hope that the rubric is pretty clear to all of us. It needs to be an image that is easily understood, not merely a pattern. It's going to be submitted on It's Learning with reflection questions. And you need to have the peer check. Okay, some of these are all or nothing, some of these are in the middle. So like not merely a pattern, don't just give me a checkerboard. Okay, so here's what the rubric is, and I want to show you guys what this actually looks like. So we're going to do 16 by 16, 12 bits per pixel. At the top, double check that it does say 16 by 16, width and height, and 12 bits per pixel. Hope you guys noticed this in the last class. When you look over here, it says pixel format. With that pixel format, if you wanted to change it into hexadecimal, you totally could. And it makes it a simple either like 1, 2, 3 instead of having to write 12 ones and zeros. Okay, so if you wanted to do the 12 ones and zeros, fully supported. I'm just going to make up a color. There we go. Until it pops up. And hopefully you figured out that you can make it more readable. So that's just 1 bit. So this is the first color at the top of my image. If I wanted to make that even more readable, you can totally use hexadecimal. That hexadecimal would be 555. And that also helped me see that you are doing some higher thinking. You could do hexadecimal. Hexadecimal is great. A11. You can make some really pretty colors, but you can always pop back to binary. It's up to you guys. Okay, I'm going to be looking when I grade these at your screens in code.org to make sure that you do have the 16 by 16 and 12 bits per pixel, no matter if you have hexadecimal or binary. Okay, so here's an example that I've done. This is my Favicon. So you can see that I have done this in binary, but you can switch it to hexadecimal real quick. This is my dog Elvis. So there's always room for improvement. He doesn't have this much gray in his hair, but I wanted to give lots of different colors to show that he isn't just black and white. He has some texture to him. And I also put some texture in the background because I really like blues, so I gave him a blue background. Tried to give him some eyeballs. It's not perfect. Could it be improved? Yes. But it's just fun. Okay? So you're going to make me something fun that I can learn a little bit more about you. And when you're ready, you're going to hit Save Image, and that image is going to save that piece of the screen. So make sure you don't have anything over it like mine is. And then you're going to put it onto your Favicon sheet that you'll be turning into me. You can find that on It's Learning. I've posted it on our Favicon Workday plus CollegeBoard Day. The instructional video that I'm making right now is going to go right here. To turn in your Favicon, hopefully it's really, really easy. I tried to break it down nicely for you. So you're going to click on that and open your own reflection questions. I've put the Favicon project rubric right here for you in case you need a digital copy. But with the reflection questions, I want to make sure of a couple things. Where it says replace this text, replace that text, guys. When it says name it, please name it something. Okay, so if this was my Favicon, I would say this is like Mr. Potato Man. That would be the name of my Favicon. So all of this is going to be replaced with your Favicon. Okay, CollegeBoard has, Code.org has a feature that you can save your image. Okay, you're going to give me 4 to 6 complete sentences, answering at least 2 of the prompts. That does not say 4 of the prompts. You just need to answer 2 of them. So you can tell me what the image means to you. How does it represent you? How would you improve it? And what do you like most about your Favicon? Okay, after that, submit it. Make sure that you do submit so that on It's Learning I can get that notification. Okay, but here's where everything's going to go. And I want to show you something cool. This is from my first year teaching Code.org. You can see that there's just so many different ideas. Like one kid was super into Halloween. One kid was super into IU. So they used ideas that were already out there, but they had to do the hard work and put it onto a 16 by 16 with 12 bits per pixel. Okay? So make it interesting, make it you. Don't just even copy one of these cool kids. Okay? Very last thing is going to be on CollegeBoard for you. You should be able to find, it's called the Unit 1 practice. The Unit 1 practice has 10 questions. Make sure that you submit at the end, or it looks like you haven't looked at it at all. Okay? If you have questions, again, I'm sorry for not being there. If you have questions, message me, please. I'll try to be better today at being on It's Learning, but everything should be on It's Learning for you, okay? I'll see you guys.